Okay, so let's come back to the UK. And of course, on Friday, we were talking about the interview with Vladimir Putin. And of course, one of the allegations that Putin made, we showed the little video clip, was that Boris had scuppered the peace deal on Ukraine right at the very beginning. Boris responded to this. So let's start off with a little bit of video.
Around the world, people are watching that ludicrous interview with Vladimir Putin conducted by Tucker Carlson, and we must not fall for this tissue of lies, above all for the notion that Putin is somehow fated to succeed in Ukraine. On the contrary, he is doomed to fail. Read about it in the Daily Mail.
So this morning is a comedy show, Brian.
It's very difficult to do this because, of course, we're putting out a serious report about what's happening in the world, but we're dealing with we're reporting on complete incompetent idiots, and Boris Johnson has got to be the lead. That man should be removed from politics. He is dangerous. He is destroying the country. And who would you believe, Putin or Boris? Well, for me, there would be only one choice, and that at the moment would be Putin. Boris Johnson has got to be removed. He's from his position.
Oh, okay, well, let's have a look at the Daily Mail article itself. This was a headline: Boris Johnson, Putin's interview with his fawning stooge, Tucker Carlson, was straight out of Hitler's playbook. It's pathetic. But unfortunately for Boris, despite the denials, some people have memories. And so here's a little piece of video, which one of Zelensky's key men talking about Boris's role with respect to the peace deal.
Вони готові були закінчити війну, якщо ми візьмемо, як Фінляндія колись там, нейтралітет і дамо зобов'язання, що ми не будемо вступати до НАТО. Коли ми повернулися зі Стамбулу, приїхав Борис Джонсон до Києва і сказав, що ми взагалі не будемо з ними нічого підписувати, і давайте будемо просто воювати. От як тільки ми закличемо їх сісти, наступного дня вони складуть делегацію і будуть вже сидіти, чекати.
So that's pretty clear. Now, that was David, I apologize, I'm going to mess up the name here, but David Arakamia. He's a member of Zelensky's Servant of the People Party. In 2014, he became advisor to the Ministry of Defense in Ukraine and chairman of the Council of Volunteers at the Ministry of Defense in Ukraine. And he has served as the secretary of the National Investment Council of Ukraine since August 2019. So, you know, so
it's a war because of Boris.
That's exactly it. Yes. Oh, yes. Just to finish the segment off then, of course, the bit of hysteria, not only in the media about Trump, but also about the global South as a whole. So let's bring up 3 articles from Chatham House very quickly. Stop taking the global South for granted, from Baroness Ashton. Then we have one here from Arif Lalani, new global alliances leave the West behind. And another one, measuring the power of the global South. The think tanks, the major think tanks in the UK, starting to recognise what a position we are in.
What a disastrous position we're in.